Welcome to the Copper Age. If I sound a little quiet, well, that's because I am. The Copper Age dropped today, we explored it on stream together, and I was so excited that I needed to start making a video here right away. But I, don't have daytime recording hours for the next several days, so we're doing it late at night, and I'm being as quiet as possible so that my neighbors don't get disturbed and my partner doesn't get disturbed, and we're just gonna have some fun exploring the Copper update together. We've learned a few things about these guys and their storage tech, and we're gonna go ahead and utilize it. I would love to have a proper storage room in this world someday, but today is not that day. Today we're doing cute and whimsical and happiness. I've done some prep work to get us going on this cave project. We have an entrance that comes in from the house, and I've removed things like water and lava that have no business being around here, to be quite honest. So this cave is going to become a utility cave. Hopefully the storage system upstairs becomes essentially a moot point because, look at this. It makes no sense. It's an absolute mess. It's a manual storage nightmare. I don't know what early Minecraft D was thinking when she set this up, but it wasn't straight. That's for sure. I think I'm going to put lots of little farmy bits in here. I've decided that our storage is actually going to go in the middle. So this is where the copper golems are going to hang out. And then we'll put a dripstone wall back there for farming. I think I might do a fun beacon feature here. I don't know. Sounds kind of cool. So right now we'll clean up this obsidian and level out this floor. And, well, we should be in pretty good shape to start just throwing in some storage. I'm thinking about the palette that I'm going to use. I want to go for some lush cave vibes, but obviously with lots of just copper integration as well. Also, yes, someday I will build nice, neat, organized buildings that have straight lines and things like that. Today is not that day though. Today we're building in a cave again. You know what? I lied. I'm not gonna put farms in here. I feel like this is the perfect spot for a large super smelter. Where does this go? Literally nowhere. Okay, very cool. Glad to know that exists. That puts my mind at ease. Let's just start by actually laying out the storage room, I think. Let's see, for the flooring. That's a fun one. Let's do bamboo actually. I feel like bamboo goes perfectly with the vibes of the cave. So we have this as our actual walkway area in here. And let's go with some oak planks here where the chests are going. Or at least let's try it out. Okay, one of the things that we decided was that actually setting the chests into the ground might not be a terrible idea for these guys. Now, in order to make more copper chests, we need more copper golems. What a shame. Okay, so we've got this basic central storage area, which has actually a decent amount of storage in it, but knowing me, the amount of items that I like to collect isn't going to do the trick. So, to combat that, we're going to put chests on the other side of this as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw all these guys in here. I'm going to throw sorter items in all of the chests to begin with. Okay, so we've got some items in our chests for this little guy to sort. And now we're going to bring him over to this side of the cave. And let him loose upon all these marvelous blocks. Watch him go. Oh, he's so excited. These little animations are genuinely the best things ever. Oh, he's going this way. Oh no. Oh, he found the spot. Did you hear his happy voice? There he goes. Okay, so he'll look at it when it's a little bit more exposed. So I think that's good for us to know. So what I'm thinking is we should probably make our copper chests double chests as well. Look at his little face. Let's do a little scrapey and a waxy for that guy. Anyways, I think my next course of action is to start burying a bunch of items in here and maybe spawn in a few more golems. I will get to work, see if I have any ideas for prettying up that center area too, and then I will see you on the other side. Alright, it's daytime now. I can talk like a normal person. This is awesome. So these guys are very, very, very slowly filtering their way through a bunch of the stuff that I have brought down from upstairs. They're taking their sweet time about it. This guy's about to discover the right spot. I do really, really wish that they had some kind of memory where if they've sorted an item, they'll go back to the same spot that they put that item, because this is taking these guys so long because they forget a set of chests and then look through that same set of chests instead of moving on. So while they sort, we're going to keep working on our own things here. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to make some paths. We will get back to the center area and decorate it more. Obviously, it is not finished at all, but I want to make sure I have good pathing in here. There's a lot of awkward drops, and I want us to have actual places to walk. Okay, so this lets us walk up to our bulk storage up here, as well as the smelter area, which, what the heck is going on with this? Just, I don't like that shape at all. We got to do something about that. So I think this is my next order of business. Let's pull this down, and then we should be able to, no ma'am, no. Let's pull all of the random stuff out of here. And then we'll clear this like area up a little bit more, shape it a little bit more to my liking, and turn it into a smelter area because I desperately need that. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start the floor in here. I'm going to start the ceiling in here. And then I'm going to put the smelters in. And then we'll see if the walls feel like they need anything more. Okay, so this is our floor. And we'll add a little bit more to it. I think we'll do that, though, once the smelters are actually in. This is kind of the base of the floor. And now we need some of these guys. So we're doing a fairly standard smelting setup. Our output chests should probably be like here. Now I gotta decide what I want this to actually look like, because I want to put like trapdoors or something in the front. And I kind of, I'm torn between wanting to go with like an orange, like acacia kind of vibe, or a more neutral orange, like jungle wood. I'm gonna try jungle and see what I think of it. Oh yeah, I don't mind that one bit. I really like this set of colors actually. Okay, what I'm gonna do next is start putting the ceiling in. We will have, actually over here we'll have just like some leafy bits. And then we'll start throwing in glowberries like nobody's business. Okay, this is what our smelter area is looking like. I like it. I got a little distracted by this area though because I've had ideas. Basically, I would like to put a cute little axolotl pond right in here. But we need a little bit more clay for that. I want it to feel super, super lush cavey. And while we wait for our clay, let's put in a little bit of an actual floor in here. we're gonna add in some little bits of rooted dirt and maybe some path blocks. And this is just kind of like, oh, the worn bits of the floor where people walk through. And there we go. There's the basics of our floor. We're gonna add a little bit of green wool around some of the edges. There we go. I feel like this pulls the space together a little bit while giving us plenty of room to access things that we might need to. And these bamboo will grow up, and I think they'll be kind of the perfect addition, actually. Well, that's cute. I could even put a lily pad or two in there, I think. I'm fresh out of lily pads. Whoops. That's a cute little corner. Yeah, I think it needs a little bit of, like, lily padness stuff in here. The other problem with a little axolotl pond is the fact that, I don't exactly have axolotls. I don't think. Actually, I should go look and see. But I don't think I do. Oh, I do have axolotls! And I have almost all of the variants. I just don't have the pink one. Huh. Very interesting. Well, we'll take one of the brown guys down there and see how he fares. There you go, buddy. But this is cute. I like this. I think I am going to take some strategically placed ores and put them in here. Some copper ore would look really nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ores really pull it together. I like that. We should probably light this place up with copper torches or copper lights of some nature. I think I probably want a proper, like, small lamppost type thing going on with it. So I'm thinking something kind of like this. Oh! Wait! I didn't realize the lanterns aged. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. So we're gonna let these guys age fully, the ones on the lampposts, I think. Get a little bit of that extra green action, or maybe not even fully, maybe to that stage. That one back there, I think, should be orange. Well, it's good to know that instead of one item, there's another set of 8 items in the game. It's fine. I have decided that we are going with this, like, what is it, weathered stage of oxidization rather than full oxidization. You get a little bit more, like, definition, and the color ties in a little bit better with the rest of the pillar, I think. Hi, little guy. Can you move out of the way, maybe? Yeah, thanks, buddy. Alright, so we've got this lovely little area that will become a workstation area as well. I need more copper lanterns. Again. Sheesh. There we go. Some nice usable workstations. We do still need a composter area, which that is going to require some additional goodies. Alright, we've got a little composting area. We've got some mushrooms in there, and I'm sure more will grow in. We spam a little bit of leaf litter around. This stuff's so cool. I love leaf litter. I think the next thing that I want to do is work on a couple of pipage situations, because what I want to do is I want to take the output from this storage system here, and anything that, you know, didn't get sorted can move over to these little guys over here. So we need to make a nice little water channel for that. Well, we've put water into this pipe system. So now I guess we should probably just throw some things into the storage system and see if they end up in the chests and barrels, huh? There we go. All right. Let's see if these items are getting stuck anywhere. Run along the pipe. Stare at things. Not there. Excellent. This is the corner I was worried that I fixed already. Now let's see if they ended up anywhere. There they are! Okay! Not all of them, though. Oh, about half of them probably went over to here. Yep, they sure did. Okay, so that means that any items that we throw into the bulk storage will end up in this system if there's not a spot in the bulk storage for them. And it's just my job to make sure that there's actually places for them to go. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to make this look like it is supported in some way. Same thing with this one, though it definitely has a little bit more structure holding it up. But we gotta make sure our pipes and things look, you know, proper pipey. Yeah, if we had this kind of structure on the tops of the pipes, I think that would actually work pretty well. Let's try it. We put a little anchor like that up here. Let's go look at what this looks like. I think I've already clocked a problem with it, but I need to step back and actually look at it. Ugh. Aha, yes. See, that is in fact the problem. The stairs don't actually touch it. Gosh darn it. It was almost a really cool idea. Okay, we remove that. And we pop that there. So if we did a stair there, and then a wall under the stair. Let's back off and look at that. Ooh, that might be our best option so far. It kind of looks like, you know how clamps tend to have like little rubber pads on the clampy bits? It kind of looks like that, actually. I don't hate it. I've changed my mind on a couple of things. Mostly this little like workshop-y workstations area. Yeah, we're gonna spread things out a little bit. So we'll still go for a brick like smelter forge build, but it's going to sit there instead. We're going to spread out a little bit of our map making stuff and all those things. Stone cutters are going to be over here. We gotta decorate and fast. Bam. Okay, that's a cute little blast furnace forge bit. I like that so much more than whatever the heck we had going on before. Okay, so we're going to use a backward stair there. We're going to stick a lantern there, and then we're going to top it back off with the stair. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I can't reach it. There we go. So now that looks like it's giving off a little bit of light without showing too much weirdness in the forge. That actually looks a lot like it's giving off light. That's fantastic. Love it. Okay, we've got a couple of tools sitting around, which is excellent. Now we can move on to the stone cutter area. So we've got all those little workstations decorated and tucked away in little spots. So now I think the next order of business is to decorate this little area. So over here I have a resin farm and a glow lichen farm. And, well, we want to make it pretty now. So I really, really, really kind of want to do a little bit of a build stone thing in here. I've never done build stone before, but it would be so cool to have an eye blinking or something like that. So let's go with the basics of this wall first. Now, it is rather conveniently proper eyeball shaped, but we are not going to make a proper eyeball. We're making creaking eyes. Now we have the basic piece of decoration down here. It's time to toss in the trapdoors. Okay, like this. Yep. That's it. Okay. That's officially my very, very first build stone. I get what the hype is about now. Oh, this is really cute. I really like this one. We're gonna mix in a couple little pieces of stone bricks as well. Yeah, that's the kind of detailing I've been itching for more of in this cave. Yes, this is maybe my favorite spot in this cave now. Okay, I think that is everything as far as farms and workspaces that I'm gonna put in today. Everything else, I know more or less where they're going to go. And I would rather just finish up some decorating because that's more fun to do with you guys. This is one of those little spots that I think I'm going to start in just because I have a vision. So one of the things that I think that we really need is a little amethyst in a corner somewhere. And you guessed it, that little corner somewhere is going to be this little corner. Okay, so there's our little piece of amethyst cutout. And then we need to add calcite and smooth basalt, which is its own challenge because, dear God, I don't have much of either. Okay, there we go. That's an amethyst. So my next thing is that I want to put a few more lush cave type pools around the cave. So obviously this spot is one of those. I'm thinking of putting one way up there, actually. I think that would be pretty cool. Look at that. Very cute. I think this is probably where we're going to put fish. I haven't a single bucket of fish except for that one. Okay. Time for a little adventure. Go bap and bap and bap. That's a cute and cozy little fish pond. Excellent. Okay. Next, I want to do one up there, I think. This is where I originally saw this cave for the very first time. It was a pretty cool experience for me. It was my first time caving in Minecraft. And, well, it was an impressive sight for sure. Now, it probably doesn't actually look all that impressive from down here, but just knowing that it's up there makes me happy and makes me feel more lush cavey, so shush. Alright, we're not going to make this one fancy because it is not one that is super visible from, like, anywhere in here. Oh yeah, this is super dark. We'll go ahead and light that really quickly. Ooh, that's also dark now. Has it always been dark? I might need to put glow lichen on that. With the glowberries that I've planted so far, I've been like very neat and orderly with them and, you know, made sure that, okay, they have this amount of length or this amount of light and berries on them. But up in here, we're just going to kind of let them go wild. They will grow for as long as they grow. I will make sure to bone meal a couple of them just to make sure that there is light up here so I can remove the torches and not have to worry about those anymore. I'm going to pop over to this little thingy-mabob. Make sure it has some light there. And then I think we're going to add glowberries over here as well. Okay, we've lushified that little area, which... Okay, we've got lots of glowberries up in there. We've got kind of that lush little area. Okay, adding just little bits of moss around in places that we're not going kind of makes a really big difference in making this area feel lush, because it's not just the areas that we walk through now. It's also areas up there and areas up there that we can see, but we're not necessarily actually in. I do want to put some glowberries up in the very tippy top. That is something that I do want to do. We'll get there. So this little circle has been speaking to me. And I think it's time to put like a little gear or something in there. So let's first just mock up what a circle here would look like. Gears are definitely not my forte. Like, at all. But let's see what we can come up with. Okay, that shape actually works. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't care for this. I'm gonna try something a little different. Oh, this might make all the difference in the world. I've just, like, vaguely seen a little bit of it out of the corner of my eye, and I'm already a fan. Let's take a step back and look at that. Ooh, yes. Oh, I like this. Oh, okay. I don't like the copper bars there anymore, though. So let's remove those, and maybe we use levers. I need to get better at remembering to do this, because levers are a great little, like, corner rounder thing, and I forget that. Ooh, there we go. That looks really nice. Okay. Now I feel like I should have a few more in different places. Like, ooh, kind of end capping this dripstone farm area could be really neat. And if it's a little bit embedded into the wall, that's kind of perfect. Okay, let's look at that. Ooh, okay. Okay. This is getting cool. That connection looks really weak. It's gonna snap as soon as the cogs start turning. Now we have another gear, and we just sit there and let it oxidize for probably a while. I like having those gears in there. That makes a big difference. So there's a couple of things that I have in mind for just more decorative details around the place. And the first one is just like various water pipes. Like that. Like, look at that. We just got a giant water pipe there. Okay, I want to find a spot where I can put a little bit of a waterfall coming down from the ceiling there. Unfortunately, I don't have a great spot for like a pond for it to go into at this point. Ooh, we could let some water even just like drain down into this area, which is the first place I ever encountered glow squid. It was a magical experience. Ah! Where do you come from? Buddy! Okay, well, that's problematic. Now that the spawning monsters in problem has been dealt with again, let's take another look. Ooh, yes. I love having a little bit more water foliage back there. That is perfect. I still don't know what to do with the slime farm. It's kind of a little bit of an eyesore, not gonna lie, but I have no idea what I want to do with it. Same thing goes for this little area, minus, of course, the dripstone bits. Oh, and I did have one more idea that I feel like would be fantastic and hilarious to have around in here, and that reminds me that I need an ender chest down here. Making somewhere nice for that is a problem for later, D, but for now, I think it would be hilarious if we had a happy ghast floating around in here. Let's go ahead and grow it up like there. You know what? Why not make this a problem for current D? We have to wait for the little guy to grow up anyways. Let's make another little amethyst corner. And I don't have any more basalt. So, to hold us over for now, let's grab just like a little bit of cobbled deep slate for that. There we go. Yeah, that feels correct. I still feel like this corner is particularly bare though and needs something. We'll figure it out eventually. Well, I was just running down to check on our little ghast, and look what I found. Where are my arrows? I don't have arrows? What the heck? Okay. Well, we'll go grab arrows after this dude dies. Where the heck did you come? Well, never mind. I don't even need to grab arrows. Where the heck did he come from? Oh, that's just dark now. There we go. That should do it. And this little guy is almost hydrated. Oh, look at the little sparkles. There you are. Hello, my dear. Oh, these little guys are the cutest babies in the game. I don't think it's even a question anymore. Look at that little thing. Oh my gosh. It's like a little marshmallow. You're so cute. You're so cute. Yes, you are. Okay. Speaking of cute mobs, I also remembered that we should grab another guy. Hello, my little poppy-headed dude. When I first got the copper golems on stream, we put this little guy over here in the village chicken pen, and I've fallen in now, so that's great. Come with me, buddy. Alright, if you'll just follow me, my dude. I don't know if these guys take fall damage. We're gonna, yep, drop him like so. And then... I really hope he doesn't take fall damage. There he is. Look at you! And now we have a little dude with poppies on his head. Now with those cuties in here, I think we're in a pretty good spot in this cave. I am about out of time, so I'm not going to dive into anything new. I do think there's a few things that we need to finish up at some later unknown time, such as the slime farm. It's an eyesore. Don't know what to do with it yet. And also the storage system needs some proper decoration as well. So I think we'll definitely be returning to this cave to do some more work in the future. I'm not ready to call it finished yet, but we've made some fantastic progress on a functional, utility, lush-ish cave. So give me any suggestions for things that you have ideas for, like what to do with this bare area here and the vines going from the top. Should I just get rid of them? I don't want to get rid of them. Give me a little kiss. Anyways, don't forget to do all the YouTube things that help me out, and I will see you all in the next video.